Thank you very much. My name is Mustafa Bayrakci from Turkey. Our presentation name is Chemistry Teachers in Service Training Needs. I want to say something about our presentation. First, introduction. Training of educators has always been one of the important topics. In this regard, many different politics of education of teachers come on agenda in every country. Different applications take place and varieties occur in forms of teachers upbringing from time to time, also in Turkey and in other European countries and all of the world country. Solely, education of teachers should be taken as a whole. Knowledge of field, pedagogic field, and general culture should adequately be instructed to them. The classification below can be listed when the problems facing teaching chemistry in Turkey are analyzed. First, teaching methods and techniques, field knowledge, managing discipline in class, evaluating products of learning, recognition of teaching program, usage of course books. I want to say aim of our research. In this research, initial and in-service training of science teachers in Turkey are analyzed, problems are pointed out, information and subjects that teacher need in service education and things that can be done are included. Method, descriptive survey method was used in this research. I want to say findings. First, findings related to in-class discipline. It's important to have a disciplined environment in education area for subjects to be understood clearly. The notion of discipline describes also and provisions for a group of people that have gathered for a common purpose to live in order the precautions that need to be taken in this regard. We shouldn't perceive the notion that students should sit silently and listen to the teacher when we speak of them as a discipline. For an effective education, all factors should be put in the educational environment. For example, Tezcan and Demir analyzed the discipline behaviors of high school chemistry teachers during lesson. In this regard, they gathered the opinion of 43 high school chemistry teachers. It's emphasized that chemistry teachers have classroom management, hold their exams in a secure environment, that female students are more successful and first years are more difficult for teachers to manage their classes. Second findings regarding teaching methods and techniques, one of the crucial points in continuation of education environment is the active act of guiding education and the way of being educated. In this sense, teachers should be able to pick and apply the education method in which students can be more effectively educated. For example, Bilgin, Uzuntiryak and Geban showed in their study that student-oriented activities affect student motivation in positive way. In this process, students learn not the information itself but how to reach them. Within this regard, their thoughts change in a positive way because they learn in action. Conclusions of a study of teaching and IAS show us that chemistry teachers show a positive approach to education in service and need courses that ground on new teaching method and approach at most. Third, findings regarding field knowledge. Field knowledge of teachers and their ability to use them effectively should be taken as an important point. Ones that have adequate field knowledge and ability to use them won't have any difficulty in procuring effective education. For example, Özden made his evaluation with 72 chemistry teachers, observation and using different measurement tools. The result of the study showed that the education that teachers take in universities is not adequate to teach and they lack in knowledge about current curriculum. Besides, inadequacy of physical environments, negative effects of students' text and activity, and class books being inadequate are explained as obstacles in teaching chemistry. Fourth findings regarding evaluation of learning products. Teachers' evaluation of learning products is important for us to understand how education is in this aspect. Teachers must be educated in evaluation method and techniques and the ability in using them before graduation. For example, Demircioğlu and Demircioğlu examined whether the questions that chemistry teachers ask in their exams are appropriate for targeted behaviors in their study. 289 questionnaires are gathered and analyzed in the end of the study. They found out that teachers do not prepare their exam questions in line with targeted behavior and they lack in evaluation and measurements. Thus, educating teachers about evaluation and measurement is emphasized. Another study pointed out that middle school physics teachers lack information about the criteria they should follow in question preparations. And the fifth findings regarding recognition of teaching program. Science curriculum changing time and programs that include new approaches are prepared. Science teaching programs that are grounded on student activism and learning by living are practiced in Turkey in 2005. In 2013, science teaching programs are updated by the bringing research and argumentation to forefront. Hence, teachers must be instructed about this teaching program. In this study, Ercan took teachers' opinions about the application of teaching program. He pointed out that they lacked in evaluation and measurement and had suggestions about how teaching program can be more adequately taught. Yadigaroğlu and Demircioğlu revised programs facing the application of chemistry teaching program in their study. Their study showed that teachers need education in service in order to apply teaching program. And the sixth findings regarding usage of course books, the sources that are prepared along with teaching program need to be put to use effectively by teachers. For example, Nakiboğlu analyzed the chemistry teachers' usage of course books. The study showed that teachers do not take course books as how they should act and they only give place evaluation questions. In this regard, teachers need in-service education in how they could use classroom tools. And Tekin and Ayas reviewed chemistry teachers in-service needs. The study was held on 30 teachers and the results showed that teachers are not educated enough about the methods in which teachers evaluate students in an active environment and they need an in-service courses about this subject. Results and commentary. Teachers' professionality in their field can be accomplished by integrating in-service and pre-service educational activities. In this context, in Turkey, chemistry teachers need in-service education. Tell us they want to learn and be able to apply teaching methods and techniques. They include especially need approach. Along with this, field knowledge of teachers is needed to be enhanced. Teachers generally do not have difficulties about classroom management, but this can be a problem in their first years. It's also pointed out that adequate support should be given about how should learning products be evaluated, recognition of teaching program, effective using of class books. These are the references. Thank you for your attention. Our bus is very, I'm very late. Thank you for your attention.